When you start a goat operation, you need to decide what your objective is. Your objective will determine how you set up your operation. For example, if you want to run a large commercial operation, you'll buy commercial goats. If you want to have goats so that you can feed your family, only then relatively cheaper indigenous goats would be most suitable. Let's go to some of the critical steps that you need to start an operation. Number one, you need access to land, whether you own it or lease it. The smaller the piece of land, the less goats you can have. An efficient, self-sustaining goat operation would be at least approximately 50 goats. Before you acquire the land to farm, you should know the livestock per unit of the land to ensure you can accommodate 50 goats. The livestock per unit can be obtained from real estate agents in the area. Number two, now that you have secured the land, let's buy the goats. First time you're going to buy goats to start your operation, take a friend with experience to help you out. If you try and do this yourself, you can end up being ripped off. For example, the goat may have diseases, or it's a goat that is more suitable for milk production instead of meat production, or it's a goat price is too high. You can buy from several places depending on the type of goat you are looking for. Look to buy from auctions and breeding farms. Number three, you need to buy good quality breeding buck, which is approximately 2 years old. Since one buck can breed with 25 does, you can buy an additional 25 does depending on what your initial herd would be. For example, if you want a herd of 10 goats, then your initial herd will consist of 1 buck and 9 females. If you want an initial herd of 15, then you'll have 1 buck and 14 does. If your initial herd is 40, then you'll have 2 bucks instead of 1 and the rest are does. The does you buy should be 1 year old, as this is an optimal time for does to start to breed. When you buy them at this age, they will be ready to breed and increase the size of the herd. You can buy pregnant does as well. After you buy your initial herd, you need to have a plan on how to grow or maintain your herd. Here are some tips. Even if you have a small operation, you must always have 1 breeding buck and a doe of breeding age to ensure that you sustain the herd numbers. Introduce a stud to your herd to improve the quality of the herd. If you buy a pregnant doe, ensure that it is pregnant. A breeding buck should be sold a couple of years after you buy them to prevent them breeding with their own children and thus decreasing the quality of the herd. I sell my breeding bucks after 3 years after purchase. The does should be sold after they age and start producing fewer and fewer kids. I sell my does when they are about 6 years old.